Here we are. Buenos dias, mi amigos. That's all I got.
It was sounding good, man. You had them going. Why'd you
I couldn't think of anything else. You know, I'm sorry. You kind of take me back to the days I was in Florida, over in Miami.
Oh, them Cubans?
Yeah. And I was...
Cubanas?
What was it, man? It's a town. It's like a part of town. But it's like a whole bunch of Cuban restaurants and a Cuban storefront. I mean, it was really nice, man. But the people, like the elders, like they wanted me to speak Spanish to them. And like they was getting upset because I wasn't speaking Spanish, you know. And
they thought you were Spanish?
Right. I guess they thought I was like Cuban. Like, yo, like don't disrespect me. You better speak the mother's tongue, boy. And I didn't know it. What is it? Lo siento. But
man, they would give you their daughters.
Oh yeah.
Hell, you can fuck my daughter.
I've been like, ooh, sí, tú eres muy bonita para mí. But yeah, man. Anyway, who we brought to you by?
Wow,
you cocksuckers.
We digressed it. Let's blame them.
Right, we didn't even do cue the music yet. Man. But we're brought to you by Weebly.com. Look, guys, now is the time. They are hooking this site up. Man, I just installed this membership plugin so that you can buy, like when you buy something, it'll give you access to a certain page, you know. So let's say I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, right? You buy something, maybe G, boom. You have access to that page only, my friend. When you want access to page A, you buy A. Okay? A, B, C, D. Tú eres todo lo que yo necesito. But yeah, man. Weebly, I'm telling you, if you guys, I know y'all been
they don't
signing
even know,
up.
man.
Right.
Why you keep trying to front to them, man? They don't know.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, look, go to Bo Miles.
Look, don't give up on them.
Right. Sometimes you got to hear something 50, 60 times before you jump on it. Jump on it. Boom, boom, boom.
You'll figure it out one day.
Boom. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, BowMouse.com. Click the Weebly link. Oh, man. So, go to bowmiles.com. Click on the Weebly link. Get started today, my friend. Do not let tomorrow pass you by. Do not pass me by. Oh.
Time waits for no man.
Also brought to you by fitlu.com. That is correct, my friend. Find resurrected instruments brought back from the grave with the touch of life from Fitlu as he placed his big hands over the instrument. Oh, let there be life.
It's alive! It's
alive! 4-string, 5-string, 6-string, 7-string, 8-string, 9-string. You're out of there. Go to fitlu.com.
You remember that one, man?
Nah, what was it? What was that,
The
bro?
dude lost the presidency because he had the nomination down pat. And he went, wee! They kicked his said, what the fuck wrong with him? Get this motherfucker out.
I had to stop. I was about to choke off this water. Oh, man. But, guys, go to fitlu.com. Pick up an instrument. You've been wanting this forever. Well, now is your time. Tonight is your night. All right, my friends? Go there.
Tonight.
You guys hear that? That's delicious. That's fitlu.com right there.
That's good shit.
Go to fitlu.com. And just like me chewing in your ear, some people are going to be offended. Some people are going to feel like, oh, man, I really hate when those guys.
Why did they do that? Because we can.
That's how people are going to feel when you're practicing. But you don't but you don't stop. We can't stop. No, we won't stop. Oh, no. Go to fitlu.com. Pick up a finely tuned, resurrected instrument, or new, or crafted. He does it all, my friends. Pick up the axe. Start learning this thing that's called music from the instrument of the bass. The bass.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Right. The Fitlu Challenge is still in effect. Live in effect, my friends. Buy an instrument from fitlu.com. Walk through your town, your mall, your school. Don't matter where you go. People are going to look at you. They're going to be like, wow, what does he do? He bags groceries. Wow. I bet he's the best.
And when he get on, he's going to get him a white girl.
So, fitlu.com. Last but definitely not least, bonosmusic.com. It's growing. All right. One by one, people are coming. They're learning the ways, and then they're going out and they're assassinating these fake musicians that they've thought for years was killing. Okay, guys, you guys been listening to these people for years. You've been thinking, oh, Ray's man, he's killing, or Byron is a monster. He's gifted. I'm telling you,
they faking the funk.
They faking. Once you go to bonosmusic.com and you sign up for the free account. Oh, you're going to find out that, there is no Santa Claus. Oh, no. He is not killing. Why did I think he was killing? Because you didn't know, okay? Bo knows. Now you know. That makes who knows? Everyone knows.
Well, once he played them 6 or 7 licks, he know that's it.
Right. Right. If you guys think of it with, let's say a guy has a ball, right? And you think like, man, he has like 100. He got to have like 100, 200 balls. And then you learn what he's doing, and he's like, oh, he only has 3. But you also learn, okay, if I have 3.
And you know how to use it.
Right.
And use a bad mamma jamma.
Watch your mouth. Go to Bono's Music.
I'm talking about Bo.
Go to bonosmusic.com. Sign up today. Do not waste any more time. All right? You've been listening to us kick the shits for years now.
Yeah, we can say that.
Yeah.
We can say plural instead of years.
Years now, okay? And you've been telling yourself, hey, man, these guys having a good time with this music. I really want to do it, but I don't have the time, man. I'm whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You have time. You have 15 minutes. You got
minutes a day. That's all it takes.
Right.
Don't take a shit that day.
Right. That's what. Look, you guys are spending like 30 minutes taking a shit. Sitting down, getting relaxed, fixing the toilet, wiping the seat down, putting tissue on both sides and in the back,
reading the book.
Right. You guys taking your phone, you checking your emails,
Facebook account.
Right. If this was a business, I would have to fire you because you wasted too much time in the shitter.
Yeah, man.
So you have the time. Stop telling yourself you don't have the time. You have the time, okay? You got the time. And what time is it? It's Bo Knows Music time. And there's only one other thing to do, my friends.
Cue the music.
Boo doo doo boo doo boo doo doo boo doo boo 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 doo boo doo boo doo.
Let me introduce you to Bo Miles, a unique and likable guy. Everyday life, friends and family makes up the artistry.
Fid, what's up?
What's up, my friend? What's up, my friend? What do you know, my man? Tell me, what do you know?
Getting some of this H2O.
Agua.
Yes, agua.
Agua,
por favor. And some of these chips, potato chips.
It's just Mediterranean style chips.
Is that Mediterranean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
This place in Cleveland called Mayorkas. They serve these kind of chips. They make them in the back. We serve these kind of chips, rice, steamed vegetables. Every time I go up there, I'll get garlic shrimp and stuffed lobster.
Oh, man.
Stuffed with crab meat.
Fid not playing.
Oh, you didn't know, man? I'm a connoisseur, my brother. I got skills.
You said garlic shrimp.
That's a whole bag from the day I used to take women out. Women likes to be treated right. If you know how to select the wine for them, baby, let me select your meal for you. You'll like this. That's how you impress them, bro.
You can smell a cooch before the entree comes, huh?
Oh. You let it savor.
Yeah. Let it build up.
Yeah.
Let those juices just start moving around.
By the end of the day, and then you get a little bit of
left to right
sangria in them. I prefer the light sangria.
All right.
I used to love the dark, but the light is just as good, but more flavorful.
All right. Oh, man. Then once you drop that Spanish fly in that, they are ready.
You don't have to put Spanish fly in there, brother. If you do what I tell you to do, they'll take the panties off for you.
All right.
Wait a minute.
All right.
We ain't done.
Yeah, man, because you put that date rape in there. Look, they coming off.
You don't have to do nothing, man. Just follow my directions, and everything falls in place, man.
Yeah. Speaking of falling in place, man, the Olympics. The Olympics is over.
Finally.
And, man, I was just listening, because I never really thought about the people who compete in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
But they had this piece on NPR talking to the aftermath. So, guys are preparing, women are preparing for the Olympics, and they're spending 4 years getting ready.
Yep.
And the moment is over in a few seconds.
Yep.
And then, everybody's not getting gold. So you have a whole team of Americans in all types of different things. Everybody's not getting gold. Some people coming in like 32nd place. People coming in like 15th place. Then you got the people that's coming in 4th place, who's thinking like, man, if I just would have just pushed it just a little bit harder, just one more second, you know, so
That's
close. They don't get a medal.
That's all it takes, man. 4 years of your life invested for 4th place. Unless you can prove that that other motherfucker who took 3rd place was taking steroids. Spoiler.
You try to prove, like, look, they're juicing.
Mm-hmm. See them tracks on his arms? I saw him skin popping. But yeah, man.
And then they just are devastated, you know? When you're thinking about the people who compete, they're not getting on a box of Wheaties. They're not getting no deals.
Well, most of those sports, you're not going to get a deal. Unless you're a track star and you may get an opportunity to play football. Run out that way. I'm going to throw this ball at you.
All right, do some of them play, like, football or?
Yeah. Yeah, some of them end up playing, you know, they be running backs.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But if they ain't got good hands, they messed up.
Right.
You know, what good is your speed if you can't catch a ball?
Right.
But other than that, the only other ones is like boxing. Basketball, well, you ain't getting on the team if you ain't a pro.
Right. And that's crazy because in no other field are you a pro, right?
Well, here's the caveat to that. Most of these European countries, all the other countries, they allow professionals to play on their teams. Okay? So, in the past, before the Americans started allowing the professionals to play basketball, like if he was a pro player from the United States, he can go back home and play on his team. You may have 3 or 4 pros on that team, and they playing against college students from the United States. And I'm gonna tell you, it's just not the same thing. You know, college ball ain't the same as that pro stuff. You know, it's like it's fun in sports for the professionals because the foreigners are getting trained, are getting schooled out there, man, by the Americans.
So the foreigners used to play the college players or the amateurs, but we was getting dominated. Like
we was getting dominated. We was fighting. They struggling. Now it's like.
Wow!
If American
because the Dream Team was that the first professional time, the first time we got to put our professionals up against their players.
Mm-hmm. And in some cases, like you might have played on my team with me in America, but you went back to Croatia, and you was the center for your Croatian team. You a pro, so how is a young college student gonna deal with a pro, man? You can't. It's a whole different world.
Man.
Now, Russia used to kill us. Now, ain't no competition, man. Can't nobody compete with the NFL.
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody can compete with the NBA, huh?
And see here, everybody looking at players at the standard of LeBron James. You take LeBron out, them some devastating players.
Right.
So think about that, man.
He said, man, the pros, like American pros are devastating. Like,
cool. They were playing against China. Breaking ankles, man. They like, how do I compete with that? You don't. You take notes. You try to get an American contract.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, that is. So at one point, like America was getting slaughtered in basketball in the Olympics.
Yeah, it wasn't. They wasn't getting slaughtered, but it wasn't competitive like it should be because somebody from Argentina who may have been playing on the pros was playing against college boys.
Right.
You know, freshmen, sophomores.
Getting it in, huh? Like,
And see, that's good workout for the Americans because now they testing the field, see what's out there. Letting everybody know that USA dominates pretty much in all sports.
I mean, I wonder, will they at some point reverse and go back to where professional players are not playing?
No. See, it was our association that did that, made it amateur. But when you playing against a pro, that's not fair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not fair.
Right. I mean, because just in everything else, man, it's no pro. Like, there are no pros, you know?
Well, there were. Okay, for example, they don't have professional boxing in Cuba. But the boxers on the boxing team, they boxed for 10, 15 years.
Right.
Okay? You a pro. That's what you do for your country is you box. So you've been boxing 6 years.
Right. So they was cleaning up.
After you took your gold medal, but you fighting against amateur Americans.
Right.
I mean, what year was that? I think it was a 76, 70. Even before that, it might have been a 72 Cuban Olympic team. They looked like stallions, man. Looked like they was bred just to fight. Man, they was
fighting some amateurs. Huh? He's like,
Yep.
man, they was just bred like every day since they was plucked from the womb. Like,
well, that's what they was doing. That's what they do.
Like, what? Pow! They was learning the jab. Like,
Now, see, the way the Cubans were doing was the left-handed fighters got all the breaks because the rest of the world fight right-handed. Well, unless you know how to fight a left-hander, you're going to get clocked every time because your open stance,
right.
he coming straight through your guard.
Right.
Well, the way to defeat a left-handed person is you circle to the left on his ass.
Right.
To his left. His power, you taking away his power then. You keep your left foot outside of his right foot.
All right.
And you just keep circling to his left.
Okay.
You don't circle to his right, because if you circle to his right.
Right, because that's his power.
Yep.
Bam, he going. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. So you circle to his left.
Let me see. Yep. Well, that would be his right.
You circle to your left.
To your left, which is his right.
Right. Yeah.
And keep your right foot, whatever your lead foot is, outside on the outside of his foot.
All right.
Because now he don't have the power to hit you.
Right. Right.
But if you square up with him, he's gonna go down the pike on you every time.
Right. That's just like even with cats, like if you're a strong fighter, even if you're right-handed, like they will circle to your left, so that way, it's like you can't really get a good hit. You can't get a good hook on them.
Well, you circle to the left on the right hand, and he gonna hit you with a left hook.
Right. But it's not gonna be as like that bomb, that H bomb is that right one. Bang! Oh! 1, 2, 3. Like get up! Get up! Get up! I remember when I was boxing.
Throw the towel! Throw the towel!
That's why I remember my cousin like, get up! Get up! Get up! And I just was like, I'm done. Like, I got dropped probably 4 or 5 times, man. I was like, man, I'm done. I just remember him like, get up! Get up!
Why am I doing this?
Like, man, I ain't getting no concussions, man. I ain't getting up. You get up. Like,
no, man.
Yeah, it's rough, like, I definitely take my hat off to the young fighters. But Cuba used to get it in, huh?
Cuba was getting it in, man. They was totally dominating. But that was when they were Russian stooges.
Oh, all right. Because the Russians have always been, like, fierce competition towards Americans. I mean, they would cheat, but they, like, look.
Well, see, since they can't use steroids no more, man.
Oh, they still use it. It's always.
But if they catch them in them, they're not as dominant
right
without those steroids.
Right, since they started putting the roids out.
Everybody trying to get to that because most of them don't use steroids. They do it now because, but it was a time when opposing members were roiding up just to compete.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because you saw Foxcatcher, right? I think you saw that with that was with Sammy Schultz and what's the dude? Funny Tatum. What's his name? Channing Tatum plays like a wrestling guy who's, you know. Then there's like the DuPont guy is like, you know, from the DuPont family that's around here, and he's paying for these guys. He wants to build up a wrestling team.
Oh yeah, I saw that crazy ass movie where he was some kind of freak.
Right. And he just like, and then it showed in one scene where I guess he was like pinning Channy down or something, but he was, it just seemed like
gay.
Right. He was like, like breathing and
no.
But yeah, like, you know, those guys, they was like, look, roiding up and coking it up. You feel me? Kind of coke out the pain, you know, coke away the pain.
Well,
you know,
that arm bar break that arm.
Right. You can't take aspirin for butthole pain.
Okay.
Only that cocaine can fix you there. Like, yeah, man. So, you know, they was getting a little coked up.
Well,
like,
man,
look, man, can't take aspirin for butthole pain.
No, that stuff. I'd rather be a nobody than to put myself through that, man. For again, like we was talking the other day, it was offline. You know, people who they got money. Only thing they want from you, I'm gonna give you money. I'm gonna help you, and you're gonna be successful. So you got money, I got money. So I need more than that from you. So I want a pound of your flesh.
Right.
And that's just the way it is, man.
Right. Can't even tax it, you know. Uncle Sam
can't.
Yeah. Uncle Sam ain't gonna tax this ass, this strawberry fruit. Yeah, man. But that's the thing, you know. A lot of people, man, they had these visions like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna fucking go out there. I'm gonna give it my best. I'm gonna work hard 365 days. Okay, I'm never gonna sleep. You know, I'm talented. I have a fucking gift. God has given me.
Don't you see this?
God has given me
Give
this
me your
gift
money
and this dream. And then 6 months later, they're like, well, just don't get it in my hair. Like, you know. Like, look, man, it's rough. You know, it's rough out there, man.
You got talent. You don't have to do all that.
Well, like you said, man, in the land of the blind, he with one eye is king. So if you have 1 million talented people, right? 1 million blind people, the guy with the one eye, he's going to get ya. Because that's what you learn. Like, everyone is talented. There's no difference from Charlie Parker and that other saxophonist that we don't even talk about. You know, but at the time, no.
Oh, you just talking about somebody who's good, who just ain't made it.
Right. Or that one who people believe, like, you know, well, I mean, he kind of got Parker, but you know,
Parker's the shit right now.
Right,
so
but Parker is the shit.
You can't come up with Parker.
Right. Like, look, but you playing like Parker, so we got to give it to Parker. Yeah. But, I mean, technically, but he better than Parker.
See, Parker might have stole his licks, but Parker got out there first.
Right. Like, Parker took Roy Eldridge stuff, you know. We don't know. Like, a lot of guys don't know about Eldridge, you know, Roy Eldridge and Lester Young. You know, like, cats don't know about them. You feel me? But they know Parker. They know Bird.
Yeah, Birdland.
You know? And that's the thing, like, it's a gazillion cats killing, man. And just like now, in pop music, There's a bunch. They come a dime a dozen people who can sing. You want to see 1,000 people who can sing? Just go on YouTube and type in 1,000 songs. You're gonna find 1,000 different people who can sing and who are not famous. And they can have 100,000 views. They can have 2-3 million views. I was looking at this guy the other day from Baltimore. He got 1 million views. He probably got like 2 to 6 million views, right?
Ain't got no contract.
Right, don't got no contract. Like, I don't remember his name, and that's not trying to front on him. Like, I just really don't remember his name. I really don't remember that song.
Well, see, what he should do is have commercials linked to his to his video,
right?
And then that's how he can make his money. Isn't that how Kevin Hart got going, man, off the internet?
It's hard to tell. I mean, because he was doing the he switched his style up. I mean, that's what he did. Like, that's what really made him pop. Because if you look, he got some early specials on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Netflix, like his first joints, and he sound like a Philadelphia cat. Like his voice, his delivery, like it's in. I guess at some point he switched it up to his more high, like that high pitch voice that he has now. Like it's more of a. It kind of remind me of like Baltimore. Like Baltimore cats will be like low like this, and then we feel like, yo, man, what you doing? Like they go into that falsetto on you, and it's like
hysterical and shit.
Right, and he kind of tapped into some of that because he was still funny, but like he's like super funny now. He switched the style up, so and it worked for him. But I don't know if it was like the internet that kicked him up or what. Because remember, he's been in a lot of movies. I think that's just a testament. Like, look, whatever it is you do, just keep doing it. Like, just be consistent, be persistent.
And that's true. But also, you want to figure out what works and what don't work.
Right. Because, man, there's some cats now who I listen to, like what's his name? Dave Frank up in New York, and I actually, got a chance to hang out with some of the cats up there when I was up in New York. But those cats, like, yo, he an old cat, you feel me? And he probably, like, look, I just got to call it like it is. I didn't hear about him back in the 80s. You feel me? Like, he was doing some stuff, and this is not putting him on blast because, like, dude is killing. But like I said, I'd never heard of him. So
he wasn't commercial,
right? But now, boom! Now it's just the time. Like he's playing the same, really, technically. And this is not taking anything away from him. Like, yo, I look up to him. I like him. But the point is, you just have to be consistent. All right, you didn't pop in the 80s. You didn't pop in the 90s. You didn't pop 2000, 2010, 2015. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, but you're still doing it. Eventually, cats is gonna be like
when everybody else die off.
Right.
Just do shit. You the shit.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
But
you're right though. Like, and this is not trying to put him on blast. Like, because like I said, I look up to him. Like, I like him a lot. But look. Long as Herbie's still out there, as long as Chick's still out there.
Shit, them two ain't going no place.
Right. So you got to wait for them to die off. That's just like Prince. Like,
Ain't nobody going to come up after Prince, though, man.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
they coming up.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Just watch. Watch in the next.
Well, let me say this. They better not come out with Prince style. Come up with your own unique style.
Somebody going to come out with his style. It's going to be like a very small variation on it. And it's going to blow. Like, people going to be like,
damn, that's fresh.
Yeah. Right. They're going to be like, damn. It'll probably, it might be 6 years from now. 5 years from now. Which we really haven't had that big R&B artist yet. Because Chris Brown, he's been, he was definitely he was on his ascend, man. He was ascending, man. That Rihanna, when he beat her up, man, that hurt him, man. It did. And I like Chris. Like, Breezy, dog, you my dude, man. you know, my little bro. But like, yo, that hurt him. You feel me? That kind of just
he damaged their product, and they had to punish him for that.
Right, man. Yeah.
They had to punish him for that.
Yeah, now he getting extorted by the Bloods.
What?
You know.
What's up with that, man?
Man, see, that's the thing, man. When you go out in L.A., like, look, because I'm going to be out in L.A., I'm not trying to have no problems with the Bloods or the Crips or any other gangs, in Chicago, nowhere. But a lot of these cats, man, they be getting extorted, you know, because what'll happen is you go out there, it's just like how the Nation of Islam was doing black celebrities back in the day. It was like, all right, you go out, right? You go out to L.A., and boom, now you get a little bit of that protection. You get that clout, you know, chicks, and they looking at you like, yo, he a Blood, you know, like he affiliated with the Bloods. He affiliated with the Crips. Like, yo, man, he a millionaire, right? Because you're a superstar, and you have killers around you. Like, look, man, you don't need no security. You go anywhere you want in the malls. You hang out. You do whatever you want. You got the Bloods protection, or you got the Crips protection, right? Man, Chris, Breezy, Lil Wayne, all these cats, man, they get caught up in this gang life. You know, and I don't know their, like, specific situation, but I do know that you wasn't always like that. You feel me? Like, I do know that. And that's for both and for the rest of the artists that are coming out, hip-hop artists, you know, and they just...
Well, see, they think that's the pattern. That's the pattern to success, but it's not. It's not. That's not the pattern to success.
Right, because you're going to owe them. You
Yeah.
know, like the Bloods, like, look, they're not going to want to, they don't want none of your butt, but you got money. Like, look, you're going to come up off of it.
Or while you traveling, you're going to be transporting them drugs for them.
Right, and you don't even know it. You know?
You know,
You don't even know it. Because I already know, man, I know how that underworld work. Like, look.
But see, that tells you these guys are not properly trained.
Right, man.
To be professionals. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the product. You're supposed to be protected. You ain't supposed to be pimped by somebody. Everybody's supposed to be catering to you to help you further.
Right.
You know, your crew, your stable, your people are there to cover for you, not for you to front for them or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
But Bo got something for y'all asses. he gonna punch me out for telling y'all that, but he got something for y'all. Come and see.
Come and see.
Watch and learn.
But yeah, man, like these cats, man. And like I said, it's just like how the Nation of Islam, man. But the only thing in this game, like, look, what you gonna move away? You know, like you gonna just leave California because
I'm
like,
going back to West Virginia.
Right,
I'm going back to Indiana.
Because like, yo, man, these dudes is like, yo, Killer Hill. You feel me? Like, look, man, we coming.
They've been killing since they was 5
Right.
or 6, man.
Right, man.
If they didn't do it, they was watching it. They was, you know, they have no emotions or sensations.
Right, man.
Associated with that. You know, it's just another dead MF.
Right. Especially like, yo, the Nolans. Like, yo, we don't have no type of concern about, like, the human life is nothing.
No, you ain't seen nothing. That movie we was talking about, Brazil, I got it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, man, I watched it. It was all in Portuguese, but I mean, you got.
I think you can put the subtitles on it.
It had subtitles.
All right, English.
Yeah.
What you think? Did you like it?
It's different, but see, it took place in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, like the 60s, 70s,
and it was
50s,
supposed to be
or
a
whatever.
true story, man.
Yeah.
So back then they was popping.
Right.
I don't know, man. I mean, be there or be square, man.
Right.
I'll stay
But
square.
the favelas back in like the 50s, man, it just looked so beautiful out there, man. It did.
Well, it's still beautiful. It's just that it's not safe. You know?
Yeah.
It's not safe for you or me.
Right.
It's This is my turf. You know? You'd be lucky if somebody just rob you instead of raping you. Because the one guy the second star of the movie, he started killing when he was 5 or 6, 7 or 8. And he was doing it for fun and pleasure.
Right. Yeah.
And just popping.
Yeah, dude. He was just crazy. Psychopath. I had a psychopath I grew up with.
But you see, though, there were no parents around, man. You never saw a parent, except for the girls, some of the girls. And when boys came around the book, girls, the parents disappeared.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was rough.
Well, I lived a sheltered life compared to the shit they was going through, man. Because every day I went home, I had expectation there was going to be food waiting for me.
Right.
They had to get out and hustle for their food, so.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's rough, and then you figure, man, it probably is even worse now in Brazil.
Oh, they had the Olympics there, but they kept it quiet about the people getting robbed and all the other stuff that was going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough in Brazil. Their president, like I said last time, man, she got impeached, got removed. Yeah. Because they had a big scandal. Like, they felt she wasn't caught up in it, but they felt like she allowed it to happen, where other politicians were getting like super filthy rich off of,
Well, she getting it too.
Right. But they didn't have any proof for her being involved.
They put it away for her here.
Right. So, because, man, the way they had it there, like, let's say crackers or just these chips, right?
Mm-hmm.
These chips run about how much? Maybe $4.
2 for $5.
All right, 2 for $5. But in Brazil, right now, because of import, because they got a block on importing goods and stuff. So right now, like, that might be $100
for a bag of chips.
Yeah, like 100 American, like 100 real dollars, not like 100 pesos or something, which equals up to $10. No, 100 real dollars for
a bag
of $2.50
classic gourmet
chips.
dark russet chips.
Right. Like, look, nah.
Let's go back up there, man. They got them on sale.
we go
down there and get pimping.
Right, we can get in the country with them, because like, they not playing. It's like, look, diapers, stuff that you need, rice, because they don't make their own rice. Like, everything is imported in Brazil. Only thing they do is they make their money off of gasoline. But the prices drop because they're not making the big bucks like in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. So when we cut our prices, because the price of oil and all that stuff drop
drastically.
Right. So then they took a big hit. Their economy took a serious hit to where they couldn't allow, like, all right, now they couldn't allow certain imports to come into the country and stuff like that, and they tied her with it. Like, they're going through a huge drought, man. So it's bad down there.
Okay. So they had to lay people off too.
Right. It's been huge layoffs down there.
If you're not doing that much production, you don't have a need for that many staff people.
Right.
So they dropping them. Okay.
Yeah. It's like real bad down there.
Hey, maybe we can go down there and go fishing. Hey.
So, yeah, man, the price of pussy then skyrocketed.
Or dropped.
Nah, it ain't going to drop.
No,
that's a commodity.
No, pussy go down when dollars go down, pussy go down.
Pussy go down. So it's probably
instead of $10 now it's 50 cents.
Man.
What's out?
Right. Man, but they was selling, they was what? They was probably selling like 150 American bucks. I don't know if they had any prices on the website when we looked. But you figure that went down. They down probably like $50. That's sad. That's a sad day.
Especially for you stuff.
That's a sad day, man. But then it means it's like super bad. Like, corrupt, all types of illegal stuff is like...
Yeah, it's like homeless kids,
right.
Parentless kids roaming the streets and stuff.
They had like a band of them going around robbing people.
Uh-huh.
And they probably and then they sell their butt and stuff, so it's rough, man. It's
I that's why I stay out them third world countries.
right.
I only traveling I do is on a cruise ship, and they take us to secluded, protected areas. Because you
the mobsters own that stuff. Like the gangsters and stuff own those tourist spots throughout the world.
That's okay. they pray. They ain't gonna let nobody come in there,
right,
and mess with us,
right?
Because see, that's their legitimacy.
Right.
So somebody come in there and kill a few tourists.
Yeah.
It's no longer a tourist spot no more.
Right.
So they ain't gonna allow nobody to mess with their money.
Right,
no,
they're
man,
not.
No,
just like I told you about Russia with Putin. Like a couple, he was telling the gangsters, like, look, don't touch the American businesses, because he was trying to start his foreign thing in Russia, build up, get the money. And they was extorting them. Like, so the other Russian gangs and families were extorting the American business owners and foreign business owners from wherever you were from, right? But you're in Russia, you're trying to do business. They were extorting them, roughing them up. And I think maybe they killed one or two foreign business owners or just business places. And like he called a meeting with with 5 of the predominant families in Russia and killed them, like the police.
Oh, they came to his thing and they killed him.
Yeah, like he called the meeting for all of them to get together, and he just sent the police in and just had them all killed. Like, look, man, don't mess with. Right, right. Like, yo, man, I told you don't mess with the foreigners. I told you I'm trying to do this. I told you, man, I'm trying to get this foreign money, and here y'all are messing with. Now they don't want to come, so I'm gonna set the example. Like, look, man, don't mess with them.
I'm the biggest thug in the world.
Like, look, man, this is my country.
This is my world. This is my property.
Yeah, like, dude was like, yo, like a gangster. You feel me? And the guy, one of the guys who was criticizing him just died. Like, another press journalist died. Like, yo, dude is a gangster, man. And like you said, like, look, man, these four, like, yo, don't touch them.
Well, only reason they ain't over here is because we got nukes. Because,
right. Right.
We got nukes. We got more nukes than they do.
Yeah, like, dude is a gangster. Like, all his friends are rich. Like, his childhood friends that he grew up with. He just like, look, man, you do this and you do that, and we'll just give you millions. Like, just go ahead. Like, look. Yeah, like, dude is like, yeah, man, like a serious up Don. It is so funny. Like, yo, that's their president. Like, that's the president. Like he gets to see Obama. You feel me? Like, he's just some guy. He likes to do jujitsu.
Oh, he do?
Yeah,
Putin?
yeah. He like to take his shirt off and just be like a manly man. It was like, man, this is the president, huh? This is your president. It's freaking John Gotti. Like, you figure he would be like the Iceman or something. Like, he's not even John Gotti, because he doesn't even really care about like the finer things. He's like, look, man,
I create my own.
Right. Like, we just go butcher a bear and, we cook them up, Like,
a bar.
Yeah, he like, look, man.
Well, Trump trying to get like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what Trump, if Trump get in, he gonna be playing thug and gangster, but this ain't Russia, man.
Right, it's not.
This ain't Russia. Ask Kennedy.
Right, they not playing not over here.
You may be president, don't mess with these guys' money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, ask Kennedy.
Yeah,
Kennedy thought he was president.
Try to break in, try to shake it up.
He already talking about he gonna fire some generals. Nah, them troops follow them generals. They ain't gonna follow you.
Right.
I'm the commander in chief. You a joke.
He said, "Come on, man, you're a puppet, man.
You ain't even that. He ain't even that. He don't know nothing. At least the other politicians have spent time in politics.
Right.
I'm successful. I have plenty of money. That's what he said. Watch and see. Watch and see.
Yeah, that's what Trump. That's what Trump is saying, right?
That's what I'm saying. Trump. That's what he said. Come and see. We're gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna be rich. No, we're not. You gonna make your friends rich.
Right.
But we'll be just like Brazil if he get in office.
Yeah, man. That's
Because I'm going to tell you, man.
That's rough. We don't want that. We don't want that Brazil life.
I mean, you just got to gear up. I kept
He
telling
said,
you.
lock up.
Telling you, man, get your gear. While it's legal, get your gear.
Right.
Because after the election, price is gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, it's gonna go up. But no, he's not trying to mess with that with them pieces.
He's not gonna beat
Reese
Hillary.
Pieces.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He's not gonna beat Hillary.
But like I think either you said it or somebody else said it. They was like, never underestimate the stupidity of America. Like the ignorance. Never underestimate the ignorance of America.
Let me suggest to you
of American ignorance.
Let me suggest to you that only the ignorant speak out. The silent majority haven't had their say yet.
Right.
And you'll see.
Man, I thought Al Gore was going to win.
Well,
did you think he was going to win?
He did, but.
Right, but did you feel like, because, I wasn't old enough to really
what happened
be able to tell the climate. How was people feeling about Gore?
Well, he conceded instead of letting the process go through. Okay? He won. After they did the count, they found out he won. But because he conceded, it was over. Here, man, I give you $10 million, $50 million. Going out the way.
Oh, so he won? I didn't know it. I didn't know that he won on the recount.
After the recount, he had won.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he lost. I thought they did a recount.
No, they did a true recount. See, Florida, which was the state that took him over, it was controlled by the attorney general, who happened to be his campaign manager.
All right.
So naturally,
So who wanted the recount? Was it Bush or was it Gore?
Gore.
So Gore wanted the recount. Like, yo,
yeah,
I want to recount. Like, it can't be. I couldn't have lost.
Well, they had to recount it because it was so close.
Okay, all right.
And there was so much corruption in Florida with the elections, and then they said, okay, we're gonna go electronic ballot. Well, then turns out Bush's son owns the company that makes the voting books. So it was rigged.
Yeah.
Okay, it was rigged before, but they started letting it out. You got to watch some of that stuff on YouTube. They be talking about conspiracy theories and stuff.
Yeah.
You got to watch some of that stuff because it's the truth, a lot of it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Papa Bush was in the CIA prior to becoming sworn in as the director of the CIA.
Yeah.
He was there when Kennedy got killed. Nixon was there when Kennedy got killed. It was so much stuff, man. And you know what it was over? Because Kennedy thought he was president. And he said, we're going to start producing our own money. We're going to take our money from the Federal Reserve. Do you know how many billions of dollars a day he was talking about messing with?
Right.
Okay?
It was like, nah.
The day after he died and Johnson was put in office, that bill was struck down.
Oh, so he was trying to, just come up, make his own money,
Government print their own money instead of the Federal Reserve, which is not a part of the United States government. Okay. They call it the Federal Reserve, but that's what fools everybody. They are a private banking, what do you call those guys in Mexico when they get together? Cartel. So let me say this: for $1 billion a day lost, I give somebody $10 million. They will do anybody, man.
Right.
You can have anybody done.
Right.
Okay. Especially when not only did he piss off them, but everybody wanted him out of the way now. So they gave him a pass. He pissed off Johnson. He started messing with the mafia. Him and his brother started messing with the mafia. He started messing with the Supreme Court. Man, he was.
Yeah, it was like, yo.
No, man,
It didn't look good.
It didn't look
even
good.
Before he got assassinated. It was like
a bad picture, man. And
it was like, yo.
When he
going
went
after too many.
When he went to Dallas, they had wanted pictures of him dead or alive.
Oh.
Passed all over the place.
Oh, man.
And they said, "Oh, man, don't go." He said, "No, I got to go." He screwed up. He should have put that bubble on that. But on
Yeah,
that
because that's
car.
what they was trying to do, right?
Yeah, well, he said, "I want to be close. I can wave through that glass."
He said,
you see
"Look,
what the
man."
Pope do? The Pope got a Pope mobile.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they be taking shots, huh?
They changed the route on him, man, and that was a bad day for him, man. You know, you can't go, you know, I can't mess with Crips and then go walk through their neighborhood. Crips ain't shit. Crips
Right,
ain't shit.
right.
I'm a blood.
Right.
You can't walk through nobody's neighborhood doing that crap, man.
You can't do that.
You
Just
know?
walk through that neighborhood.
It's like
Full of blood.
it's like Biggie.
Yeah, same thing.
He went out to L.A. That's you can't.
Malcolm X.
Well, see, Malcolm X situation was different, man. If you want to get into it, we can.
Yeah.
But see, compared to everybody, Malcolm was a saint, man.
Right.
Once he got his life together.
No, I'm saying like he wasn't crooked, but he was, you know.
Well, what
he was taking the registration, taking the money out of the Nation of Islam's
No, he
mouth.
wasn't. No.
Yeah.
No.
People wasn't following because people followed Malcolm. Like people,
Let me finish, my brother.
people love Malcolm.
Let me finish, my brother.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, because see, they loved him in New York.
Okay,
New York was where he was the minister at.
but they ain't love him in Oakland,
Well, he was well known.
Ohio, Cleveland. They ain't love him.
He was well known. Because, see, when he got into the Nation of Islam, there wasn't a lot of people. But through his efforts, he started the Muhammad Speak paper. Okay? Mm-hmm. You know, the paper that he started that. And the truth was, his parents were Garveyites.
Oh, yeah.
So too was, what's his name? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, Elijah Muhammad.
He was a Garveyite too.
Right.
And so when they busted up Garvey, you know, you got these radical blacks left who know how to organize. So now they organizing. Malcolm's mother used to do the paper for Garvey. So that's what Malcolm knew, and that's what he brought to the Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
So he was the most prominent minister.
I think Elijah Muhammad, or was it the guy who taught him, actually tried to bring the Islam of the Middle East, like the true Islam, but
he said it wouldn't work here because you know this is it's barely these women ain't gonna be. They need to go up to Cleveland and pull some of them women in check though. Because some of them might need that. Don't be if y'all got something to say, come on, comment. I don't care. But Malcolm worshipped the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and apparently there was a rift. And you know he was assumed to be the heir apparent, but people started hating on him because you know he became most liked, and then it was Wallace Muhammad, he expected that he should succeed his father. So Wallace told Malcolm some things, and Malcolm went and checked him out. Right. And it blew his mind. He said, well, you know, dude, you can't be doing what you're doing, you know. And
so he was thinking maybe, all right, I tell Malcolm this stuff about my dad since he got his head in the clouds. He got his head up my dad's ass.
Well, see,
I tell him this stuff. He'll just leave because he can't even deal with it, but he didn't do that.
Well, see, here's the thing. Wallace talked about it. Nothing happened to him because he was the son.
Right.
But Malcolm couldn't talk about it.
Right. Especially when you already got some hating niggas already on you.
So what was done, they were looking for an excuse to X him out. But when Kennedy was assassinated,
Malcolm just went crazy.
No. Honorable Elijah Muhammad issued an edict. No one is to say anything negative about Kennedy because Kennedy is a beloved, you know, he was beloved by the black community.
Right.
Okay? So Malcolm
We
gave his,
sick. We died today, boss.
No, he gave his specials. He gave his speech that signed his death warrant.
Right.
And that was that. The chicken came home to roost.
Yeah, but it was even more like, he said even like, man, Malcolm went in.
And
he said like
they suspended him.
Yeah, Malcolm wasn't playing. He did a couple interviews.
Malcolm he said things that when I was grown before I could sit and listen to him without being afraid that somebody's gonna know I'm listening to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Malcolm, like, he was saying a lot about that Kennedy assassination.
And so they reported what he said, and he was suspended. And so to try to get back in favor, he was still jacked up. He was out there in limbo. He said, well, I can bring you Muhammad Ali. His name was still Cassius Clay at the time.
Right.
So he started bringing him around, and okay, so now they roll up. Okay, thanks. Okay, you still suspended, but thanks.
Right.
So he found out about that thing, and he said something about it, and you ain't supposed to say nothing about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Right.
And
it just checked
and then there was the issue with the house he was staying in, because it was the Nation of Islam house that he was staying in.
Right.
So since you're no longer in our, you have to move out. And he said, I'm not moving out. So they bombed the house.
Yeah.
And so he finally, and then he started preaching negativity. And so Farrakhan was his student. Farrakhan learned everything from Malcolm. Everybody turned on him, man. Everybody up in there. I mean, it was like, it was
man.
He was walking around with carbines and everything, man. And then he went to Mecca, and that changed his whole view of everything. CIA followed him over there. They was taking pictures of him. And, he's saying, I've been preaching hate. And while I was over in Mecca, blue-eyed Muslims.
Right.
Blonde hair and blue-eyed Muslims. They treated me with the ultimate of respect. Well, okay, but this is America.
He said, this is America, man.
This is America. So, he kept prophesizing, kept
yeah.
Instead of just letting it go. Look, okay.
Leaving the state. Look, man, go on the West Coast.
No, don't even leave the state.
Just left the country.
Just leave it alone.
Just leave the country.
Build your own. And that's what he was doing.
Because if he'd have went...
All the black nationalists, the Afro sets,
right.
the Black Panthers, they all patterned themselves after what he had put in place.
Right.
And they did a setup. You got to watch this thing. It's been on PBS. You might find it.
Yeah, I watched it.
On YouTube. It's called Make It Plain.
Yeah, I watched it.
It's the whole story, man.
Right.
It tells you everything.
Right. And see that, man, that's the thing, like, I think if Malcolm X was done today, like far as the movie, they would have had some of his flaws, because in Make It Plain you can see some of the flaws, like some of his ego problems, and you can see it. But in the movie they didn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, they didn't paint the full picture. They just painted him like a saint.
Well, see, they showed he was a druggie. He was
no, but this is all before. This is all before.
Well, once he turned Islam, he was a saint.
No, but he had some ego problems. Look, let's Make It Plain.
Well, here.
He definitely put his foot in his mouth a couple times. Like, look, it was there. Like, Make It Plain, dog. It's him.
But from whence cometh thou authority? His authority was coming from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Nah, man, it was some of like just some of his. You could see it, man. Some of his ego, some of his like power hungry stuff. It was there, man. I'm sorry. Like, look, I love Malcolm. I'm not trying to.
Can I finish, my brother?
I'm not trying to shit on Malcolm, man.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Because you remember how I lost it with Thunderstorm.
What was it? Was that on Malcolm? Yeah. I take it. Look, man, I'm not going there with Fid today, guys. Look, I'm not touching Malcolm. That's the black hero. That's Tupac before Tupac. So I'm not touching it.
That's Obama before Obama. Because I have two heroes now.
All right, Malcolm X, Tupac, and Obama.
Malcolm X and Obama.
Right. Now, see, for people like me, my generation, it'll be Tupac. It's definitely gonna be Malcolm X and Tupac. I don't know how Obama fits in the equation, but we still love Obama.
Well, here's the thing: the FBI followed Malcolm every place he went. They recorded everything he did.
Right.
They said Malcolm X was a saint next to Martin Luther King.
Right. He wasn't smashing chicks.
He wasn't smashing chicks, and he's up in his room when he's traveling. He up in his room reading the Quran.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So he was about his business. Right. So
he got by on bread alone.
And here's the caveat: to build a nation, you have to be rigid. To build a business, okay, you could say that Sean Puffy Combs got an ego. You can say, what's his name? Kanye West got an ego.
Yeah.
But they've streamlined things in their lives, so they know what it takes. They've been there. They've been through the mill. They know what it takes to make those millions. Right. Well, Malcolm knew what it takes to make a nation. And once it's like, okay, you can say engineers are egotistical because we know so much about design and structural analysis and all this stuff. You can't argue with me. You're not a PE. What do you know? Right. It's like a doctor. You argue with a doctor, they're going to look at you like you're stupid. What do you know?
Right.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And I'm not touching Malcolm, man. I love Malcolm. I'm not trying to touch Malcolm. I love Malcolm.
We got some. We see.
I'm just saying that some stuff was exposed in that Make It Plain documentary that I wish
I love it
would have been exposed in the movie.
And matter of fact, after we get out here, I'll probably watch it tonight.
Yeah, and I really think that if the movie was done today, it would be. You never know, but just things are shifted. Like, we love the bad guy. And today's heroes are like anti-heroes.
Here, Malcolm stood up and told us it was okay to be a man.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And I'm not trying to take anything away. Like, he gave his life. He died for it. You feel me? Like, so I'm not saying that, no, I'm not saying that he was a saint, He was definitely, especially compared to the golden boy Martin Luther King Jr., who America.
Martin owed his props too.
Right. Look, I love Martin too. Like, look, I believe in Martin's dream.
But I think though, if he had an idea of what's happening in our society today, he'd be flipping in his grave the way he fought and died for us. And it ought to be wasted like this.
But we was wasting it back then.
No, we weren't. We weren't given the right to waste it.
But we still was wasting it. Even without the right, we still was wasting it, man.
We were, but we had an excuse. Well, they won't let me go to college, or I can't go to school.
Right.
Well, okay, he fought and died so we could do those things, so we can get an education, so we can get a job.
And a few of us are, but the large majority, they were still like, it hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't. Yeah, well, what you mean?
Like, far as back in the 30s, right? You had niggas out there just getting into all types of stuff. They wasn't worried about anything other than what was in front of them. And you still got that going on now. That's all I'm saying. Like, has the world changed? Yes, it has changed. But
it's left us behind.
But, people who was just being ignorant and not really worried about each other, not like, look, my brothers and all, like, we was doing that in the 20s, we was doing it in the 30s, like with the gangsters of New York, like the black gangsters, and just the guys who was just rough and rowdy, and you was afraid to go down this street or this neighborhood. It was like that. And the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2010, all the way up till now, and 2036, it'll still be.
Well, let me say this. Back in the 60s, the 70s, and 80s, the worst thing you would worry about was getting a busted lip or get a tooth knocked out. At worst, they would stab you. Now they don't even give you that much consideration. They just pop you.
Right.
So it has changed.
It was beating you to death.
Well, at least you could run, and if you can hold your own, you can get a few shots in.
Right.
But now, if you ain't carrying and they roll up on you, they popping.
Because if you look at the crime. You just look at crime. You had rapes back then. You got rapes now.
But back then, if you raped, it was potentially a death sentence, depending on who you raped.
Right, you had child molesters back then. You got child molesters now,
and that was considered rape, and they would put you on death row for that.
Right, breaking and entering, stealing cars, stealing.
Yeah.
Like you had all of that stuff back then, and it's still here today. But now you got like internet crimes that's going on.
It's about money, man. Everybody trying to make some money. If you don't share the wealth. These people are here. They plan to survive. They have families they want to take care of. So they're going to do what they need to do as far as it's concerned about making some money. Okay, you don't care about me? I'm going to get mine.
Right.
You walk through my neighborhood and you got on that Rolex, that's going to be my kid's Christmas
come
present.
Up off of that. I mean, that's just like in the...
Because they do come in your neighborhood to pick up the ladies, the honeys, and to get some drugs.
Yeah.
So... where can I get some good reefer?
I mean, that's the thing, man. It's consistent. It's every year. Like I remember just growing up, it was rough, and I'm sure it's still rough for cats. And like in Baltimore, it's crazy. Like even without the riots, like it was just murder after murder after murder. Like I remember New Year's Day, it was like 3 or 4 murders.
But you know what though? Let me do an analysis. When the Israelites were freed from Egypt, they went through the Middle East, ripping, raring, and tearing, just like these guys are doing now, man.
Right.
So it's a process.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's like, all right.
I'm not making excuses.
No, there's no excuse. But after working an 8-hour shift, you want to relax, right? After working,
so you go home and you beat your wife.
after working
and rape the babysitter.
Right. After working a good year, 80 hours a week, maybe 100 hours some weeks, and 120 hours, right? Working that
shifts,
a week.
Working
right.
2 shifts at
Doubling
Burger King
up
and then going to McDonald's and working a shift.
Right. After you do that for like a year, right? What do you do? What do you finally do? When you what? You get a vacation. You just sit down. You just relax. Like, look, man, I've been working 120 hours. I am tired. I'm just going to sit down and relax. So I look at, we've been working for 400 years as slaves, like with no control over when you stop, when you start. So, look, all right, we just taking a vacation, man. Like, look, man, I've been working for 400. I'm trying to take. Look, can I get my 400 back? I mean, can I just sit down and just relax with not worrying about? Okay, I can stop on my own. I can breed on my own. I can go see my kids. Like, look, man, I've been for 400 years. I couldn't do those things. I'm just taking the day off. Can I take the day off?
Sure.
So
I'll let you take your day off.
So that's what, that's how I see this. I see this as us, as black people. Look, we're just taking the day off.
Okay, well, remember now, while you out there relaxing, it's people out there getting hard.
Yeah, they working.
Putting their work in.
They working.
Okay.
Tyson said he used to wake up. He'd wake up at 6. And he run. He said, "No way, I'm gonna beat myself. I'm waking up at 5:45." And he would just get up, just constantly beating himself. And he would say, "All right, no one's up now. Now I'm up." And he would do that. Like he would.
That's what you got to do,
was,
man.
Look, I'm gonna outwork my competitors. I'm gonna out train him.
And
I'm working harder than
he was
him.
He was his worst competitor.
Right.
So the enemy is within you. So you got to, college education don't guarantee you a job, but it gives you an option.
Right.
And once you have that education, nobody can take it from you. Learn how to create your own. Be your own entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Don't sit around and wait for handouts. Power is not relinquished.
Right.
Okay? If I got $1 million, I ain't gonna give you half of my $1 million. Because that means you got as much as I do or maybe more. So you'll never get handed equality.
Right.
So you have to do your own thing. Right. Create your own hustle. It's like the record industry. That was a hustle. When them guys started the record industry, they was working out the back of their cars.
Yeah.
Making albums and records and selling them off out the back of their car.
Just selling it like, look.
Yeah.
Because the white boys wasn't letting them in.
And I'm talking about the white boys.
Oh, you talking like back Tin Pan Alley.
I'm talking about when Cadillac cars was around.
Before Cadillac.
Cadillac record.
Right, before that.
Yeah. That was their hustle.
Back. They go way back.
That was their hustle, man. They go in them black neighborhoods. Let me record your your blues.
Yeah.
Don't even give you a contract, and then go
just
sell your.
You don't even know. Like you're a superstar.
Yep. Yep.
And here you are dying from a lung infection, right? Or a starvation, or something where you need some penicillin. Like you could clear, like the money that you've generated could have clearly took care of you and your whole family.
Yeah.
But,
your neighborhood.
Right. But oh well.
Remember they said just give $1 and you can feed a whole neighborhood over in Africa?
Right. Africa, New York.
But yeah, man, it's mass pimping. You create your own hustle, man. If you create your own hustle,
I mean that business was.
Bo, you create your own hustle. We're not saying what hustle is, but you created a hustle. You work, you struggle, you got that hustle where you making money now. And somebody come up and say, "Look, man, give me a piece of that." You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Nah.
You
got cocksucker.
you got to put your work in, man.
Right.
So you out there resting, I'm out there getting hard.
You out there resting, getting soft.
Cause I'm gonna tell you, man, I work on my chops daily.
Man, look,
if I could do it for 8 hours.
Yeah.
If that was my job. And see, I'm a coward. And I'm gonna tell you why. I had an opportunity to go into music when I was younger. I chose the safe route. I wanted a gig that guaranteed that I had money coming in the house. Okay? Now, I don't care.
Right.
Because all my responsibilities are taken care of. But but I was a coward. I'm just
but it's rough. I mean, and like, look, man, it's only the entertainment business.
And not so much that I want to be a superstar. I just want to be able to make money,
right,
and have a steady income. Because I'm gonna tell you, musicians have to be very selfish, man.
No, think about it. Think about like, all right, people want to be football players. People want to be basketball players.
You
right?
got to put that work in.
Not even that, but think about it, because this is the same point for music. There are like maybe 400 football players in the NFL total. Probably, let's say 500.
Okay.
Right? Even if we went up to 1,000, right?
We're not counting the semi-pros.
Right. We're talking about just the NFL.
Okay.
Right? Just all the players on all the team.
How many teams are there?
How many?
I don't know, but each team got
26 maybe.
But they each got 50 players.
Right.
And we're not counting the equipment people, the water boys, the
right. We just
trainers.
talking about the actual football players.
So I think they have a limit of 50 players per team. So if you got 26 teams, 20 times, that's
or 30 or whatever. I don't know how many. Let's look, but go and do the math. If we could easily do the math on 26 teams, but I think it's like maybe 30 something teams. Let's just go ahead and Google it. So because this is going to be a clear point.
Because see, if that wasn't the case, then I could stack my team up with 1,000 people. So there is a limit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you got a limitation on the number of people you can have on a basketball team. And we're just talking about the ones who are working, not the ones who aren't working.
Okay, so there's 32 NFL teams.
Punch-in limit of players per NFL team.
All right.
32 teams. Some states got 2 teams.
Yeah.
Like Ohio has Cincinnati and Browns. Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, so they have a total of 1,696, so about 1,700 total players.
And that's not a lot of players, man.
Right. So 1,700 NFL football players, right?
Divide that by 32.
All right.
I'm going to tell you how many players per team.
All right. So 1696, 1696 divided by 32 gives us 53.
Okay, so basically 54 people per team. That's what I guesstimated,
Right.
remember?
Right. So 1,700 players, right? There are 10 million millionaires in America.
10 million
10 million
millionaires
millionaires in America versus 1,700 football players.
So it's easier to become a millionaire
Right.
than it is to be a professional athlete.
To be a professional. It's easier to
NFL
become a
player.
millionaire than to be a professional musician or a professional basketball player. You see, like,
So
it's
what
easier.
we doing? We doing something wrong, then, bro. Why are we concentrating on this music? Let's get us a hustle to make some money, more money, more money.
Right, but see that. But that's the thing. Like it's like we're going after these goals where it's like playing the lottery. But over here, it's like the land of the land of milk and honey over here.
But if you think about it, though, those positions that everybody going after, those are service or servitude service. Somebody owns you. Somebody has a contract with you,
Right.
And you provide a service and they pay you.
Right.
Whereas when you working for yourself to be a millionaire, you don't owe nobody nothing.
Right.
That's your money.
Yeah,
it's like here's my favorite example. What's that brother's name that choked that coach out on NBA?
Spreewell.
Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah,
He's
Latrell.
$3 million, but he had a $3 million contract. That's back when they weren't paying a lot. But you choked this guy out, and you was hollering, I got to feed my kids. Well, guess what? That's it.
Right.
Michael is probably one of the more successful former NBA players out there, except for the ones who became general manager of the team.
Right.
See, Michael owns the team. He's a partial owner, plus he has a part of Nike.
Yeah.
So
he's a billionaire.
He's scrump.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you,
But he made like trillions of dollars
for Nike.
For Nike.
Oh yeah.
And like he just became like, it's kind of like that. But that's how we pimped, man. Like he made all that money and just and now he's a billionaire. But like that's good for us who we don't have no money. But like really when you look at it, it's like man,
he's still a commodity.
Right.
He's a stallion. That's what slavery did for the economy. They they made it off of blacks' back, and they made it off of Michael Jordan's back.
Yeah.
He got paid.
Yeah.
He got paid, but was his pay commensurate to what he did for them?
Right. Right.
Every time you say my name, every time that image is,
Right.
every pair of
He
tennis
was
shoes,
basketball. Like
every pair of tennis shoes out there with my logo, with my emblem on it, I want 10 cents. Because they sell them shoes for $150. Give me 10 cents for every shoe you sell.
yeah, man. It says Latrell Sprewell made over $100 million.
Okay.
But now has no house, no family.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna have to put some pics up of Latrell. Latrell.
Yeah, man, I mean, he made over $100 million. That's a lot of money, man.
Right.
To lose it because you put your hands on somebody.
Right. Like, yo, next.
You got beside yourself.
Right. Like, yo, next.
It's like,
yo, like you really thought that I needed you.
It's a bunch of hungry ass motherfuckers who can jump higher than you, and who will, you know, until they get in there.
Right.
But once they get in there, they get the attitude. But it's a whole line of them.
Right.
It's a whole line of people who want to be sports commentators.
Right. There's a whole line of them.
There's a whole line of them.
Like, look, I got 10,000 right on pluck. It's
Let
like
me say
10,000 grapes.
It's
like,
easier to be a licensed professional engineer than it is to be a professional athlete.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Or to be a millionaire.
It's easy to be it's more professional engineers than they are millionaires.
Yeah. Like, yo, man, it's just crazy, man. You know? Like, if you just think, it's like, wow, like, man, that is crazy. But that's the type of stuff. Those are the type of things that we're going after. We're trying, like I said, it's always the lottery. It's like
unattainable.
Right. We love. It's like we just love the lottery.
Instead of taking that money and investing it into some hustle.
Right. Like we love it, man. We love the lottery. It's in our DNA. Matter of fact, not only will I play the lottery, but I want a lottery job. I want to become a basketball player. I want to become a football player. I want to become a rapper. I want to become a singer. Like, look, I just love the lottery. You know, if it ain't the lottery, man, like it's not exciting.
Something.
Right.
It's not. It's some pipe dream.
Like somebody got hit. Why not me? You know? Somebody got hit.
Well, you know,
so
it's about, as we've been saying, man, you know, create your own hustle.
Yeah.
You know, do that unique thing. You know, there's going to be pretenders, there's going to be copycats, but you got to have your stuff in order. And this all came from our earlier conversation about, I want to take a break. You can't take a break, man.
Right. No breaks.
You rest when you die.
No breaks. You work for 400 years. Look, give me another 400.
You rest when you die. That's when you're going to rest.
400.
You've got to put your work in.
Right.
Plain and simple. Now, everybody hate to hear me say that, but
right.
You can't get soft, man.
Give me another 400, you know.
But give me some work.
You know, look, man. You gave me 400 against your will. Give me 400 with your will. You know.
Well, see, you just said hit up on something. When they have a need for you, they want you.
Right.
They had a need for Michael. Okay? They had a need for him. He got his while he was there. You know, his first year with Chicago, he only was making $3 million. He was making all his money off of endorsements.
Right.
So, well, Michael, we don't want to pay that much. Okay, then I'll retire.
Right.
He retired. They needed him back, man.
Oh, like at the height of his career, he was only getting like a couple million from Chicago.
He was making $3 million. He was stuck in a $3 million contract. Everybody else was coming in making more than him, but he's still stuck in that $3 million contract.
I see why he a fucking asshole now. I would be an asshole too.
Well, you have to look at it this way. They said, well, you making your money off endorsements. That ain't got nothing to do with what I make off my endorsements. You know, this ain't got nothing to do with my contract. This got everything to do with, you know.
Right. Don't try, look, man, don't try to hustle me like, well, I'm getting this money, I'm getting this Nike money, so you're not trying to give me my deserved money. I am the NBA.
He was,
man. He was. Ooh.
And see
who he was.
See,
even when he a dick to people, like they still love him. Like,
is he a dick? How's he a dick, man?
YouTube it. Yeah, he's a real like super dick. He's
Well,
like
he got that money. He like Kanye West, huh?
yeah. He's like that. Yeah, like, he's like worse than that.
Well,
like,
see, you know he's a Q, don't you?
oh, is he? Oh,
You didn't know he was a Q, man?
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know he was a Q.
Him and Shaq got along.
Right. I didn't know. I knew that Shaq was.
Could walk up to him.
Shaq.
I could walk up to him, give him some dap, and give him some signs, and
Right. So
I'm good.
So he wouldn't be a dick to you.
he could be a dick to me. I mean, you Michael Jordan, okay, you all that, but I got the same 20 pearls you got.
Right.
I tell him that, man. I got the same 20 you got.
Yeah.
What he gonna say to that?
Nah, I don't think he'd be a dick to you, but he definitely like because like I think that I think you and him would get along fine, but yeah, like
Well, I understand.
Yeah,
his rights to certain
YouTube it like dude is
give
like
him
a
space.
super.
Well, see, people still think he that Michael Jordan on a box of Wheaties,
right,
and he ain't.
Yeah.
He ain't that man.
Right.
He got this young little hottie. Didn't he just get married?
I don't know.
Google that, man. He got this little young hottie, man. I mean,
bet.
She on the back of his bike.
Yeah, like Mike.
You can buy as many of them you want to like that.
Like I wanna be like Mike. Sometimes I dream that he is me,
and I am him.
I could move the way I'm supposed to be. Do the way he grooves. Oh, way
like
he
Mike.
moves. Yeah, that
I
was,
wanna be like Mike.
Man, that was the jam, man. I don't care, Mike. You listening? I don't care how much of a dick you are. I still love you.
Mike, you had to earn your place in life.
Right.
Fuck what everybody else said. Tell them motherfuckers to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
And that's how he would say it, just like that. They say he got like a foul mouth. But yeah. Mike, I don't be playing with him, man. Mike do not play. Like, yo, do not go up to Mike on some old
okie doke shit.
Right, man. Do not guys. Do not go up to Mike on that because you will get your feelings hurt.
Shit, Mike ain't got no family. He ain't got. You change when from drastic shit happens in your life, man.
Yeah, and what did he lose a son or?
We'll talk about that off thing.
All right, yeah. We're not going.
He got a beautiful daughter though. He got 2 sons.
Yeah, man. We not gonna put you out there like that, Mike. No. We love you, Mike.
I love him. I mean, that's my frat.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Mike, he was competitive, man.
That's what it's about, man. You out there,
right? You
that's your profession.
Like, look,
that's your gig.
Look, like they said in Straight Outta Compton, I eat Crips for breakfast.
Well, it's like the guy who was the trumpet player who would cover up his shit.
Yeah,
I'm
sure he was a dick.
But you wasn't gonna watch his fingering and get his shit.
Right, but you wasn't gonna watch his hands.
But you can listen to that shit and get it.
Yeah.
Everybody know the 251 is. I don't care how you play it. I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh yeah.
What that, bro?
Oh yeah. Here, let me show you. Sometimes I dream.
Oh yeah.
That he is me. I could move the way I'm supposed to be. But do the way he grooves.
Half, Michael, half. You better have a prenup in place. Because she have a baby, that's it. Look what they did to Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Half.
And look at that.
Eddie.
Look at them juicies.
Half, Eddie, half.
Milky lover.
Okay. Do this. Cover up the Milkies. And put your finger over her hair and just look at her face.
Oh, look at them thighs.
Yeah, but cover all that up, man. Cover all that up.
Delicious.
And look at the face.
Oh, I guess this was his. She kind of looks like his old wife. Just.
No, that's not his wife. That might be his wife.
Yeah. Yeah,
they do look alike, don't they?
Right. That's
They got
weird.
the same smile, don't they?
Right.
The same jawline and
Yeah,
everything.
Like, yeah.
I could go buy me another one. Shit.
New and improved.
Firm and tender.
Oh.
No stretch marks.
Yeah. I feel you, big MJ. Look at this one.
No, that's his first wife right there.
Yeah, that's the old model.
That's the old model.
Oh, man. Yep. He's like, look, man, I'm not playing. Okay. Man, that's crazy. MGZ. But yeah, man, like people be getting mad because a lot of these NBA, like the old NBA players.
It was all going out to the...
Oh, she got a baby.
Who?
The new one.
By who? Him?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Look. It look like a belly bell. Belly bell.
Who's that kissing on?
Probably one of his friends.
I don't know, man.
He said,
I ain't trying to get in that.
He said,
I just respect the man for what he did.
Right.
More powers to you, bro.
Right.
And if I got something negative to say about you, I won't say it on the air.
Right. But yeah, we'll just say it to you when we see you, Mike.
I ain't gonna even say it to you because I'm gonna be damn, Mike. Mike, can I get your autograph, Mike? Come on, Mike. Mike, let me get that autograph, Mike.
Oh man, but those like
I'll be sorry. Behold how present it is for brethren to dwell in unity. Yeah, we frat, bro. Come on, frat. Come on. Take a selfie with me. Come on, frat. Come on. Click.
yeah. Do not do that. Do not.
Come on, frat.
He will shut you down.
Nah, I ain't pressed, man.
But like, cause those cats, those old players, they sell their jerseys, like real expensive. Like
after they didn't play in them and all sweating.
right?
And
Like
shit.
the ones, yeah, like any jerseys that they have, they keep them and they sell them. So they sell them for like 85 and $100,000 and stuff like that. And one of the rappers, his name is Chameleonaire. He brought a Michael Jordan jersey. So he brought the jersey. I think he paid like maybe 75 or 85 grand, but he didn't buy it from Michael. So when he was, now you can look.
Okay, Mike, sign this for me.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right. So he was
Buy it
like,
from me?
so he was
I can get my jersey.
right. He was at this party or whatever. He was like, hey Mike, I really look up to you, all this stuff, Mike. This is before Mike knew that he even got the jersey, right? So he was like, yeah, man, I really, looked up to you and all of this. But, Mike was just kind of, his attention was somewhere else, So he wasn't really showing Chameleonaire the respect that Chameleonaire felt like he deserved, So, Mike is like, yeah, all right, man, all right, that's cool, whatever, And then he was
here to have a good time, just like everybody else.
right. That's pretty much what Mike was saying. Like, look, man, I'm just,
I'm just here hanging out with the fellas,
right, man. Like, yo, man, you chill out and shit. Like, you getting a little bit too thirsty right now.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I guess he kept pressing on, and he was like, hey, man, I guess I got this jersey, whatever. And he was saying, like, I paid 85, or like I paid like 85 racks for it. And then Mike was like something. Like, man, shit, give me 85 and I'll give you one of these jerseys up here. And I was
off my motherfucking back. Right. I'll give you my underwear and sign the motherfuckers for you.
And that's pretty much what he was saying. And
Hangs make you feel good all over.
Then he tried to like maybe say something like, look, man, if you ain't no bitch, like don't try to like, look, man, if you ain't no bitch, don't try to take a picture with me,
Well, I mean that.
Right. I mean, look.
Okay, is that a dick? No, that's like keeping it real, man.
Right, man. Look, man.
Here. He was stepping up on Mike because he's gonna sell that jersey for $150 with Mike's signature on it.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm gonna do this cruise, man. Marcus Miller gonna be there. You think I'm gonna run up on him, Marcus? Sign my base, man.
Right.
Hell, motherfucker, yeah.
It gonna be, look, man, sign this, man. He said, nah, man, you gonna sell it. But yeah, Mike was like, look, man, look, I'll cut you a deal. You pay me 85, and I'll give you 2 jerseys, and I'll sign
that motherfucker.
Right. And other than that, like, stop trying to take pictures with me like you some bitch, you know?
Damn. Well, that's how bros be rolling up on you, man.
Right. Look, man.
Bros don't play, man.
Yeah, he said, look, man.
I mean, and we be nobodies, but we don't even take shit off each other, man, let alone some missile.
Right. He said, look, man. Yeah. But you can see where Chameleonaire coming from. He looked up to him. He probably had his poster on the wall.
Well,
he's trying to get a picture of Mike. Mike, like, look, man, stop trying to take a picture of me like you some bitch.
well, everybody love Miles Davis. And Miles, man, take your stupid bitch and get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah,
man.
Miles
didn't play that shit either, man.
Right.
You have to understand. These people have millions of people a year up in their face,
right?
Wanting a piece of them, wanting a part of them. They want to take my signature and apply it to some shit, and then go resell it and make some money, motherfucking money off of it. That's it.
They try to take my shit.
Let me ask you, Bo. You become prominent. You got every motherfucking body rolling up on you trying to make money off of your efforts.
Right.
Just think about that, man.
Yeah.
That shit get old.
Right. And then I gotta tell people like, yo, man, stop trying to fucking take a picture of me like you some bitch.
you gonna let old Fid hang around? Remember me? I used to be Fid Lou, man. Come on. Can I hang, man? Hey, Bo. Hey, Bo. This is Fid, man. Come on, Fid. Hey, man, tell this motherfucker get his hands off me. I used to know you back in the day, man. This is Bo. This is Fid, man. Tell this bodyguard to get the fuck off me. Man, get the fuck off me. You don't know who the fuck I am.
He said, get off of me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Big shout outs to MJ, keeping it real, you know.
Bo, this is Fid, man. Come on, Bo. This is Fid. Come on. I still got on the podcast, man. Come on. Man, get the fuck away from me.
Man, but
get that motherfucker a drink and let him and get his ass out of here.
Yeah, and I knew a dude. He was hackling. He wasn't really hackling him, but he was just being a fanboy to Randy Moss. And I'm not really going to talk too much about the Moss because he comes here, So I'm not going to put him on blast or anything.
But this is home.
It was the same thing, right? But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, look.
I'm here with my family to enjoy and chill and relax.
Right. Like, yo, stop trying to.
See, I get enough of that from the newspaper, from the fans. Yeah. Dude, I'm at home.
Right. And that's pretty much. And the guy, he was a little upset.
You know his mother used to be an associate deacon here. Remember?
Yeah.
But I shouldn't even put that out. 'Cause now people gonna start coming here,
right.
trying to find out where she sat so they can get close to Randy Moss.
Right.
Yeah, I go to church where Randy Moss' mother's a deacon.
Yeah, but that's how people are, man. But yeah, that's what the guy, he was mad with Moss because of some same type of stuff, like look. So yeah, man, I'm gonna use that and be like, man, when cats come up to me, I'm gonna be like, look, man, this is what MJ told motherfuckers like you, man. Stop coming over to me trying to take a picture with me like you some bitch.
What's that little short guy name?
Man, Bo is a dick.
What's that little short guy name that played in Batman? He played the Penguin.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Okay, there's this spot in Cleveland I used to hang out called the Boarding House.
All right.
Okay, this is back in the 80s, early 90s. So I'm up there every weekend, from Thursday through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Monday it was closed and Sunday it was closed, but I'm up there every day. So I'm up there one day and Danny DeVito up there. I just said, "What's up, Mr. DeVito?" Nodded. He nodded. left him alone.
Yeah,
that was
kept
it.
it moving.
Just kept it moving. I was there listening to the jazz. I wasn't there to kiss nobody's ass. You know?
Yeah.
He was cool. You know, that's all you got to do is acknowledge him, and that's enough.
Right.
You know, come on, can I take a selfie with you? Motherfucker, I'm here trying to listen to this music, man.
Right.
So,
man, I saw the remember the homeless guy with the amazing voice. And
yeah.
I saw him up in Cleveland.
Okay.
What was it, last week?
Well, here's another caveat for you.
Last week I saw him up there.
Remember the
People
guy
was
who
taking
did
pictures with him.
the violinist where he went to school with me, man. He graduated a year before I did. He went to John Hay High School, and he went to Juilliard, and he might have got a hold of some. Because see, what happens is these young guys go up to New York thinking they the shit as a musician, and they get in Juilliard, and they get fucked, man.
Yeah.
And he lost his mind. But he came back up to John Hay High School, and I was the bassist at that time. You know, I was I was the bassist.
Right.
So he came back, and, you know, he trying to reassume his position as the
Right.
bassist. But, motherfucker, you didn't graduate.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Man, aren't you in college or something, man? Like, what
Yeah,
you trying
man.
to get good with this
So,
high school
the
coach?
music instructor let him take my bass home over the weekend. I'm like, man, I went down to the music settlement and repaired that bass and bought it back because we didn't have one.
Right.
So I went down to the music settlement and fixed one.
You never saw that bass again.
Yeah, he brought it back.
Oh, all right.
But then he started playing the violin, cello. But he kind of lost his mind, man. He wasn't. They on the movie they depicted him as being passive. No, he was aggressive.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, like one of them dudes. Like, look,
Yeah,
I got talent. Motherfucker, I'm better than
Don't
y'all.
you see you? Don't you see me?
Yeah,
Don't
like,
you
look,
see?
I'm better
I
than
can
everybody
play.
in
I
this
can play.
bitch.
I can play.
Yeah, he
And
was
see-
like, yeah.
And see his family.
Ooh.
You know, he had family, man. He didn't have to be homeless.
Right, but that's how they all are.
They
all have
didn't know where the hell he was. And then they found out he was out in California, man.
Yeah, just living off the slop on what's that road that it's like
Tobacco Road.
yeah, man. Like I saw Homeless Voice up there, man, and he definitely seemed like, you know,
He's getting it
like he had
together.
he seemed like he had some issues. Like
He's back where he was, huh?
I don't know his financial situation, but
I meant mentally.
mentally, yeah. He wasn't looking good. He had some old white chick with him. They just looked busted up, like they was homeless, man. But he still had some fans. Like people wanted to take pictures with him. He was like taking pictures, and then,
But see,
so hopefully he not. I'm not trying to put that bad light on him.
attention is.
I hope that he is doing good.
Any attention, whether it's negative or what, is some people thrive for that attention.
Right.
Now, if didn't nobody pay no attention to Michael, he'd be hurt.
Yeah, man. If no guys wasn't coming to him like some bitch trying to take pictures with him,
His feelings would be hurt.
man, what they don't motherfucking like me.
Don't y'all remember? I used to be the shit.
Right, man. Y'all motherfuckers used to have my pictures hanging
Y'all
the
used
fuck
to,
up on
y'all
the walls.
shit. You
King
motherfuckers.
Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Shit. If I threw my jock strap on the floor, you motherfuckers would pick it up.
I fucking pull some Gatorade in my jockstrap, let y'all fuckers drink out of that shit. You would drink it.
Yeah, you would.
You asked for ice. Mr. Jordan, can I get some ice with that ball Gatorade? I put my fucking balls in this shit,
Yeah,
bitch.
I got some ice cubes that I soaked in my balls. So I put that in.
Right. I froze my balls sweat, bitch. They say you got real foul mouth. Like,
Well, man, you got that kind of money, you
Right.
can say, do what's the consequences?
look, man, y'all motherfuckers love me. If I told you to lick the sweat off my arms and you become an NBA player, you would fucking lick it.
Well, here's the caveat. As much as people, quote unquote, hate Mike Tyson, every chance they get, they up in his face.
Right.
This one chick got up close to him. No, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me, because you're not going to get a case on me. Get away from me. You're not going to say I raped you. I got a picture with Mike Tyson, and he had sex with me. No. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous.
Right.
Ludicrous.
And his daughter, one of his youngest daughters, died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, because she got hung in the blinds. You know how, like, the blinds have cords and stuff? Like, yeah.
No, something happened with that. Ain't something wrong with that?
Yeah, he was saying, like, he didn't want to hear the details because he knew that it was going to take him to a dark place that he didn't want to be. But, yeah, like, you know, one of his little infant babies.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you.
Right, man. So, you know.
I see, if I go to that dark place, whatever in there better get out my way.
Right. So, yeah.
So I understand what he talking about.
Yeah, so that's what he was like he, you know, he just doesn't want to hear the story. Because it was somebody else, like somebody was there.
Watching kids?
Yeah, like maybe, but it was somebody young, though. So, you know, he wasn't trying to go to that dark place on some, like, little 14-year-old or little 13-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, Big Tyson, man, we feel you, man.
I'm going to tell you, I've always loved Mike Tyson. You know, I've never lost faith in him. You know, he just allowed himself
He was his biggest
surrounded
opponent.
by. Well, again, it's the people who want to take from you. You know, what was his name? Don King. And see, a lot of people don't understand that when you sign with a person like him, you're paying for everything. He may be paying for it up front, but every time you have that fight, he gonna get his back.
He said plus.
Yeah. Okay. How you think who you think paid for your training camp?
Right.
It was your training camp for this fight.
Right.
So, and people don't understand that. So, and I understand that it takes money to make money, but, you know, and probably he charged 15% over the top, you know, plus the manager's fee got a third.
Right. Yeah, man.
So, and he had his son as the manager. So his son was getting half or a third of the money.
Right. But that's his
a
money.
Third off the top.
Right. But that's really his money.
And then a third off the top, and then the expenses.
Right. So he was probably like, because you figure, man, he was probably paying for, like, all right, Don King is coming in. Mm-hmm. He's paying for that. Like, look, you know, your promoter's coming to support you. You got to pay for my expenses. You know?
Yep.
So. And Don King bringing an entourage.
You got to have his bodyguards.
Right. You paying for that. Because we wouldn't even need to be out or be here if you wasn't fighting. So yeah, man. You know, they was definitely getting into Tyson's pockets, man. But man, Tyson was. He was it, man.
He
Like,
still can hit hard. Don't
yeah.
get it twisted.
Oh hell yeah, man! Tyson will still knock you. He'll drop you. You know, yeah.
You drop him.
Yeah.
And he was just pure power.
Right.
Holyfield beat him through trickery.
Right.
Headbutting.
Yeah. But see, I don't think Holyfield would have beat him if they would have fought like before the prison, like before all of that.
Yeah, all that that takes a lot out of you, man.
Yeah.
You know, that fuckery takes a lot
Right.
out
Just
of
that killing that momentum. Like it's hard to kick
recover.
it back into gear
Yeah.
again.
But see, to me, I'd have been in prison. Come on. Give me some more. Send somebody else over here.
Right.
If you can beat me, you can have my butt. He'd be knocking motherfuckers out daily.
Yeah, but they say, man, it just kills your will to
spirit.
do.
It do.
Yeah.
Do.
To even create.
Incarceration?
Yeah. That's what
well, here. And that is
all the rappers say that, like, yo, I didn't even want to write while I was in there.
But that's because they were so used to being taken care of.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
If you like you or me, we could thrive in there. Shit, trust me. Man, my chops would be so tight.
He said, man, my shit be so tight.
Because I ain't got no responsibilities.
Right. He said, look,
you know,
man,
I do mathematics. I don't even need a book. I can do some write some mathematic theorems and stuff.
Right. But see, man, then they're gonna try to extort you, man. That's what even happened to Pop. Like just the gangs.
Well, see, this is what you do. You walk up there. First thing you do is you walk up. You grab the first guard you see. You kiss him in the mouth. Then you punch him.
He said you got to cover all fronts. He said you
now,
kiss him and hit him.
Right. So now they think you're gay, and they're gonna lock you up in solitary confinement. And when you come out, if you come out, they're gonna put you with the boys.
Right. Right. He said, "Look, man, you attacked one of the guards."
Yeah, man. I mean,
like, look, I need to be in solitary. I think one of my homies who went in, he did 10 years. And
can't do that kind of time, man.
I want to say that he did something to where he was in solitary confinement for a while.
See, I watched this one TV show where they had these. They wanted to see the effects of people in prison. You know, normal Joes like us.
Yeah.
This one guy, he kept doing stuff, so they put him in solitary confinement. He said, "This is great." What's the big complaint? Right. You know, he enjoyed it. He read books, man. He exercised. They was like, "We need to send a psychiatrist in and see this guy. Something's wrong."
Yeah, he's crazy.
But what you have to have to understand is a lot of people who are in prison are exhibitionists, or they don't have, what person committed crime and go tell everybody this is what I did, man?
Right, but people are in prison because they got popped up. They got caught.
They got caught because they told somebody.
Some of them got caught just because, like, look, you didn't think of everything. You try to clean up, but they're not smart. Just like you said, man, a lot of, these cats can't even read, but they killing, in different aspects. Like, yo, you think you better? Like, yo, man, you not. Like, you can't even fucking tie your shoes. But yet you beast him. Like, I fucking look up to you. Like, nah, man.
Like I say, man, if it was me, I'd kiss the jar and punch it. I guess I missed that one.
We'll see it on the way back.
Because
we're going to have to wrap up so we can talk some real shh. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely with you. But I forgot. But Pac was,
he didn't like it in prison.
He didn't grow up like around gangs.
No, he didn't. That was a persona that he picked up after he got
right, and he eventually started hanging around with gang bangers, and
you see what ended up happening to him.
But did you hear that there was somebody who confessed? Like, there was the last person that was in the car that shot him up, because there's only one person left that's alive, and he was facing something else, and he took a deal where, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, but y'all can't prosecute me, and they're gonna take some time off of his sentence. But yeah, he confessed and told like what happened, and yeah,
gave him immunity,
right, for this crime. But they, he's still going to do a bid, but I guess it's not going to be as bad. Like, whatever he got caught on, umpteen years later after the death, he's still facing that, but he's not going to do as much time if he, drops the beans right on what happened. So yeah, man, that happened already. But yeah, like you said, look what happened to him. Like, once you start inviting like real gangsters and gang bangers and killers,
they trying to figure out a way to make money out you, man, or get something out you, man.
Right, man. And it's rough.
But see, they ain't that swift, man.
Right. I mean, we got some Cali listeners. We got a nice little following in Cali. So hopefully you guys are good, and I hope you guys are staying away from trouble. Especially if you listen to us, I don't think you out there gang banging like, oh man, let me hold up, Loke. I'm listening to the Artistry of. Like,
yo, man, it's inspiring.
I'm trying to stop doing this. I don't know.
Come up, man.
Right, I can't stereotype, but I just hope you guys are good and everybody's safe out there in Cali, where it's beautiful. You know, the women are gorgeous.
Lights, movie stars,
Right.
and everything.
It used to be the scene. I wonder even back then, like during the 50s, but they didn't have gangs. But maybe they had neighborhood gangs.
Well, see, the Blood started out as a group of guys to protect each other. Blood meaning like blood brothers.
Right.
After the Vietnam War, they came out talking about, now, if I got this wrong, don't come looking for me, y'all. But they came out, you know, to protect their neighborhoods and stuff.
Right. I know it came about after the Panthers, like after Huey got killed or something.
Yeah, man, they was lighting them Panthers up, man. They was assassinating them left and right, man.
Right, like after they got took down.
There was just two guys. They got cornered in his house, and they said, "Come out with your hands up." So the one guy started taking off all his clothes. He came out there butt naked. The other one like, "What the fuck you doing, man? Man, take your clothes off. Man, fuck that shit." So when they went out, the one with the clothes on, they killed him. The one without the clothes, they couldn't kill him because he didn't have a weapon on him.
Right.
And they could visually see that he didn't have a weapon. So you cop tell you get out your car, you better start stripping.
You better do it before, because if he see you stripping while he's watching you, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I thought he went for a gun.
Did you see that one? And I know you want to wind down. Did you see that one with the 70-year-old man? I think I sent it to you. He was getting out of his car with his cane. The cop shot him. Drop the weapon. Boom, 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 boom. And the old man was like, "Oh, it hurts.
Nah,
And the guy, I have to send it back to you again then, man.
Man.
It's like he started crying and stuff, man. Y'all, I'm not sure.
Wow, man.
But
you said the old guy was crying?
yeah, well, the cop that shot him was crying. But the guy that got shot was, he was an older guy.
Wow.
Yeah, 70 years old. And his wife getting out the car like, he
was like,
he got shot in the stomach. So
no, that's bad.
that's bad for an older person because that
That's
bacteria
bad for
get
a
up
young
in there.
person, man.
It's bad for a young person, but a person in their 70s, their chances are nil.
Yeah, man. You can't.
Their grandkids gonna be rich.
Yeah, he's not gonna be there to see it.
It was so quick. He didn't point it at him or nothing. He just saw what he thought was a cane and started shooting. What he thought was a sawed-off shotgun or a shotgun and started shooting. It don't look like a shotgun. A cane don't look like a gun.
Man.
Drop your weapon. Before he could even drop it, they shooting.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
enough on that commentary.
Yeah.
There's going to be a reckoning. And, it's not going to be because of people marching with Black Lives Matter. It's going to be because so many people are going to be, the wrong people are going to be killed till something has to be done to rein them in, man. That's basically what's going to have to happen.
Yeah, man.
Because, you can't kill the people you're supposed to protect.
Right.
Right,
man. I mean, you figure like gangs, it's just patterned after the police.
Well, here's the sad thing. You don't ever see them going around having firefights with gangs.
Right. The gangs are just patterned after police. Like the gangs, that's what it used to look like back when we first became free. It was like
you talk about the night riders or,
right.
or the road.
Right, man. You was
patrollers.
You was fucking terrified. You was like,
patrollers.
"Oh shit, I ain't walking down this neighborhood."
And then they put on sheets
right,
to scar you.
Yeah, these gangs and shit,
masks
like,
and shit.
They just beat your ass up, kill you, rob you, just do whatever they want. Like that's what the gangs look like. It's just a picture, a representation of what was 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 100 years ago.
That's it. Yeah.
Like that's what it looked like when you guys think and you're afraid when I'm fucking afraid of the Bloods and Crips extorting me and all that shit, that's what it looked like for my great-great-grandfather.
Well, see,
it was just,
the thing.
you know, they had a different name. They wasn't called the Bloods. They was called the fucking the White Sheets or whatever.
Well, here's the thing. If I have a run-in with a gang, I can get away. I can run. You know, before they get their gags out.
Right.
I can run. Or if I can't, I can return fire and run. But you can't do nothing when a cop.
Right.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
You if you hurt him, you dead.
Right, man.
If he have his way, you dead.
Right. You're in a lose-lose situation.
You're in a lose-lose situation. You're going to have a bad day.
Right, man. Every time I see Cotton, I just start smiling. Look, I'm a friendly old motherfucker.
Well, the thing to do is do your homework in advance. Make sure all your turn signals work. Make sure all your lights work.
Yeah.
Make sure you got your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Make sure you got
Make your stickers.
hands-free phone.
Yeah.
You ain't got to buy no stickers. No.
Your inspection sticker.
Oh, yeah. Well, and your validation for your license plate.
Right.
Those are the things you have to make sure are in place correctly. And
make sure you're not making any illegal lane changes.
Well, as you put your signal on, it's not a legal lane change.
Right.
Or if you stick your hand out your window to say I'm going left, or raise your hand up, I'm going right. Those are legal lane changes.
Right.
Okay. Yep. My signal's not working, sir. So I made a that's a legal turn.
Right.
Okay. You don't. And first of all, don't argue with them.
Nah, don't do it.
You don't
see
have
that one with that black chick, and she was like, and she called the police on the police.
Yeah.
Look, lady,
you can't
simmer down.
You know, once they decide they want to give you,
I'm afraid.
Once they decide they're gonna give you a ticket, just take the ticket. That's the worst thing that can happen. Is they're gonna give you a ticket, you're gonna be out of some money. I can make some more money, but if I die, I'm dead.
Yeah, that's it.
Death is forever.
Right. Ever.
That 100 million year club.
Ever.
Forever. That 100 million year club.
Yeah.
Brother, I don't want to be a member of that.
He said, look, that ain't no joke.
That ain't no joke, man. That's it. Eternity forever.
Right.
Get it. This little time I've been on this earth don't mean nothing compared to infinity, man.
Right. Stuff's been dead longer than people than every human that has been recorded.
Yep.
Like, yeah. I was dead a million years before any of that even thought about
100 million years, man. It's they got some little one cell amoebas that's been dead for billions of years, man. When the earth was first created.
Right.
Nah, bro. That's that 100 billion club.
Yeah.
100 billion year club, man. God. It's mind boggling just to think that something's been dead that long, man.
Right.
Just think about that.
Right.
You know? So enjoy every minute of life you
man,
have.
did you see that interview with the alien?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, you gotta see that. That was fresh.
Was it for real or was it something
Well,
else?
I mean, I don't know. You have to decide.
Well, I'm like, okay, what the aliens want with us? They're gonna get some diseases from us.
This is. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Like pretty, just
Send me the
All right.
Send me the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna pull it up
thing.
and I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, I can watch it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. Like the way it was done. Here it is. This is it right here. I'm gonna send it to you. And it's not that long. So here, let me send it to my big homie Fid. Big homie Fid. Big homie Fid. Fid. All right, so we're wrapping up. Who were we brought to you by?
Well, my friends.
We were brought to you by Weebly.com. Remember, start up your website. Get this thing popping, this internet thing, this business thing. Remember, there are more millionaires than there are football, basketball, baseball, rappers, just all of that combined, okay?
All the sports professionals in the world, and that being tennis, basketball, Hockey, golf.
Right. So stop living in the pipe dream. Stop living on the lottery system. Okay. Get something that you like. Yo, this is what I'm doing. All right. So bada bing, bada boom. All right. Now, what else? What else? Who else? Go to bowmiles.com, click on the Weebly link, and get started. Also brought to you by Fitloo.com. 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 So, go to Fitloo.com, sign up. Pick up an axe, pick up a bass, and get this thing popping. All right, you guys, you want to do this. This is what you want to do. Well, look, you just got to do it, okay? So go ahead, fitloo.com, sign up, get this thing popping.
Make my day.
Also, go to Bo Knows Music. You know what it is. So go to Bo Knows Music. Sign up and get this thing popping, okay? Things are moving on. We got the road going on. We got all types of stuff, all types of products. We also have something for you guys to actually learn. We got a lot of learning material. So, definitely do that. And that's it. We're out.
Peace.
I'm still